Welcome to a Starter and a Chaser podcast with your hosts, Joe Clarke and Jon Passow.
Do twins ever realize that one of them was unplanned?
Oh, hey! Welcome to another episode of a Starter and a Chaser podcast. I am Professional Brewer Jon Passow.
I'm Whiskey Connoisseur Joe Clarke.
And Joe, what is today's episode about?
We have another special whiskey episode, and as you all know, we do like whiskey, but there's one like around the center here that's our show today. A little special, right down here. Okay. The big box here. So, before we get started on any information or any tasting or anything like that, we are going to unbox this for you guys because we have to, because this is awesome.
This is so cool.
Such a cool presentation. I'm just going to hold it while he unboxes it.
Held in place by magnets. Whack! And in the special box, we have Watershed
Barrel Strength 6-year
batch number 1.
Yes.
So Joe's going to put that back up here, and we're going to get the bottle displayed for everybody to see. All right.
Nice bottle, nice label.
Beautiful packaging. It was sent to us by Watershed. Thank you guys very much. We're really excited to give this a shot. But Joe, tell us about Watershed Distillery.
Watershed Distillery was started in 2010 in Columbus, Ohio. It is a Ohio whiskey, Ohio bourbon, by Greg Lehman and Dave Rigo.
Now, they actually grew up in the Columbus area,
cool.
Which is pretty cool.
They seem to be, with a lot of their posts and on their website, very community-oriented, very community-focused company. So we appreciate that.
Yeah, always. They grew from just 2 people in a still. Now they have 2 stills and I believe over 40 employees.
Oh, wow.
So that's pretty
awesome.
Cool. Now this is their barrel strength batch number uno. And for those that don't speak Klingon, that's 1. And it's honoring their 10th anniversary. It's a 6-year-old whiskey, which is actually their oldest whiskey to date. Now this in particular was finished in apple brandy barrels. Ooh. Now we've done Cavados barrels before, which is apple brandy from France. Now I'm excited to see what non-Cavados apple brandy will bring to the table. It's 119.3 proof, and it's distilled, aged, and bottled at Watershed's distillery, and the ingredients were sourced close to Columbus. Yeah. They're not saying exactly local, they're saying close to Columbus.
It's Ohio.
It's Ohio, but they support the community, so that's another notch in their belt for supporting the community, which we love.
119.3 proof, just right in our wheelhouse.
Yeah, we love those higher proofs. We appreciate the lower ones, but love the higher ones. Let's take a look at this.
Let's take a gander.
This nice Watershed Glencairn up to the glass.
Notes of copper, like an amber. Some orange.
Oh yeah, that's rich.
Nice legs.
Thanks.
Pretty working out. Oh, okay, yeah. I meant the juice in the glass here.
Sorry.
Thick.
Yeah.
Lots of legs start to form. Yeah, they're coming down.
No legs, but they start to form very slowly.
Nice coat of the glass. Mm-hmm. Great color. Shall I nose it?
I think you shall.
Definitely picking up some apple notes to it.
Seemed like it caught you speechless there.
Almost like more red apple, to me.
Okay.
Kind of a candy note to it. Like a brittle.
Like
brittle candy.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Not like peanut brittle, but like
caramel brittle or
something like that. It's more of like a brittle. That kind of takes you back. I love that stuff, like peanut butter, caramel brittle, toffee brittle kind of thing.
Nice.
Some vanilla. Very earthy. This is extremely earthy.
Like forest floor, kind of?
Yeah, okay. Exactly that. Yep. A little bit of brown sugar in there, maybe. A little bit, I'm getting, kind of the cooked butter note to it in the back end there. So I think we should start analyzing on the palate here, guys, because I'm super excited. I almost don't want to, but I want to so bad.
Savor the moment, my friend, for it is here. Loads of apple. Wow. There's some heat. Grabs me by the front of the tongue.
Yeah. It dissipates pretty fast, actually. It kind of evaporates for me. And I'm kind of getting more of like the cooking spice that you get with a lot of the Kentucky bourbons and stuff like that. I think we need to go through another hit to reacclimate our palates. And
caramel. Red apple.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not a rotten apple. It is a very overripe apple where it's mushy and soft.
Ready to ferment.
Ready to ferment, really.
Yeah.
Caramel spice, caramel and cooking spice. Again, this keeps popping up for me, that spice note. It's not overwhelmingly.
It's spicy.
I don't feel like it's rye spicy, but it's definitely got some baking spice notes that really blossom on the finish.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else? What are you getting?
Again, I'm going to mirror some of what Jon said here. Definitely the apples, the red apples, kind of like almost to that fermented stage. It's a very chewy drink.
It is.
Actually.
It's not chewy. It's not barrel chewy though.
No.
Like
it's just like
fruity, chewy.
Yeah. Right. I'm picking a little bit of a candy note on the back end of that. I don't know if that's that brittle, maybe kind of like a toffee type note to it. A lot of the apple, a lot of the spices, kind of that candied brittle note going on. Pulling a little bit of brown sugar on this, a little bit of caramel, little hints of vanilla on the back end for me. The finish is not super long. It kind of goes away, but that's okay because this is very concentrated flavors, very well balanced. This is, man.
Go back for a go back for a third sip and tell me what you think of the finish, because on the finish for me, it's changed.
I'm starting to pick up a little bit of the barrel on it. Just a little bit. It's not overwhelming. It's well integrated, but I'm also getting kind of like a syrupy taste to the background. It's not a maple syrup.
It's kind of like the syrup that you put in coffees, kind of.
Like a dark type syrup.
It's not quite maple.
I'm picking up like a baking chocolate note with that.
And I'm getting a very long finish now. I didn't get the long finish on the second sip, but when I went and took a third one, now it's got this really rich, long finish, and I think it's starting to open up in my glass a little bit more.
Sure, yeah.
And I'm getting a lot of dark fruit notes in addition to that barrel note that you were picking up.
That apple carries all the way through for me.
I'm starting to get a little fig, like dried fig.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
Not fresh fig, or it's just the sticky, gummy fig.
Yeah. I'm also getting this very earthy note to it. Kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe this will seem a little off-putting, my words. Kind of a little bit of a mulchy note. Also on the tongue feel on this, it's heavy, but it's also got like that charcoaly feel to it.
I'll go with that.
A little rough to it, which is not a bad thing. It's just kind of sandy, charcoaly.
Yeah. It's got a good, solid medium mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. I really am digging that some of those dark fruit notes are coming out. I don't know, should we do our final thoughts, or should we just keep sitting here drinking
I think we should really dive into this one, Jon. Kind of warm this up a little bit. The chocolate note to me is kind of coming through.
What kind of chocolate would you say that is?
Dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate. Yeah,
it's more of a bitter type dark chocolate.
I wouldn't quite go as far as dark chocolate for my palate. I mean, baker's chocolate. I'd probably say it's that rich, like 80% chocolate bar that you get at like Whole Foods. No, like the high end, the $10 bar of chocolate. 80% cocoa dark chocolate. You know, and that's what I'm getting. It doesn't quite go to that bitter baker's chocolate.
I get that bitter note to it. Personally, but. Go back into it, take a little sip, and I'm pulling a tiny citrus note coming out of this now. Like, not an orange, but the peel. Orange bitters kind of thing.
I could see that. I could be talked into that, yeah. Ooh, dude,
I'm going to talk you into this orange note, and you're going to say yes.
Yes, orange. I'm going to talk you into this pineapple note, and you're going to no.
Thorny, like a pineapple.
This in an old-fashioned would be killer. Oh man, I got to try that. By the way, if you have a favorite old-fashioned recipe, be sure to leave a comment below in the comments. Give us a like and a subscribe while you're there. It really helps us out because I'm always looking for good old-fashioned recipes, and everybody has their own variation.
I just wanted to cut this off for a second and say, Andemic, thank you very much.
Yes, this has been a treat. We appreciate it.
This is such a great gift, and I was just dying to get my hands on this when we heard about it.
By the way, Anne works at Watershed Distillery, for those that are unfamiliar with her.
Yes.
Man, this has got a really long finish now that it's opened up, and it's getting me in the sides of the mouth on the finish. The barrel, center of the tongue, just building more and more. Let's do our final thoughts here, Joe. What do you think?
This is fantastic. I would not have thought it was a 6-year product. I would have thought it was something that was aged much longer. This hangs with a lot of really high-end whiskey, and we've done a lot of really high-end whiskeys on the show. So, and this hangs with the best of them. It's worth every penny. I'll be sad to see this go when it does, because I have a feeling that we're going to tear into this
hardcore.
We're going to have to step on the brakes a little bit with this.
We'll see.
I want it to last.
This is a one and done barreling of this. Once this is gone, it is gone. By the time this is aired, they will have released it at the distillery on Saturday.
I bet it's gone like that.
It's going to be gone like that. It is going to go to market, but very limited. My final thoughts are kind of what Joe said. This tastes like a very high-end exclusive product. And it actually reminds me a lot of Buffalo Trace's high-end products. You know, it like those unicorn bottles of Stagg Jr. and George T. Stagg. This
hangs
drinks
that all
like
day.
that. I mean, this is of that caliber for sure. And for the price and the fact that it's local to Columbus, I mean, this is an incredibly cool product.
Absolutely.
And flavors are outrageous. I mean, nothing bad to say about this.
We're kind of blown away by this product. I mean, we're really appreciative that we get to try this. And we don't like to talk price. I'm just saying, I'm giving you guys really accolades for doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing. It's really good.
Yeah.
Thank you again. Thank you, Ann. Thank you, Watershed. Keep doing what you guys are doing. Your products are really good. They do make other products like their gin. They're well known for their gin.
They're award-winning gin makers.
Yes. So check that out, guys. And if you guys have had any Watershed products, comment down below. What do you think? I'm always a big supporter of our local distilleries in Ohio and around Cleveland area, Columbus area.
Especially when they do something like this.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And while you're leaving a comment down there, be sure to check us out on Patreon, Instagram, all the podcasting networks, Facebook, etc., etc. And that is today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, because we sure enjoyed reviewing this.
Yes, we did.
Now, twins. Yeah.
Do you think one knows that they're on twins?
Yeah, I bet you they do.
Oh, man.
Maybe that builds resentment.
Ugh. So there's the happy one, and the other one's like, I knew it.
I knew it. Mom always